So you said Call of Duty 4 is kind of your main game once you really got into it. You went to MLG championships for that game, right?
Yeah.
Kind of tell me about your early pro COD career and what happened there.
Yeah, so this one was November of 2007. COD 4 drops. I started just playing a lot of pubs, and I actually got access to the beta. I don't know if you remember, but in COD 4 there was a beta back then, and this game was just so sick. I was like, this is going to be the best game ever. And it to me, the simplicity of the game was great, right? And then I remember the game dropped and we found out that there was a thing called Gamebattles and MLG, and everyone was kind of on there talking about this big tournament that was coming up. We actually didn't even plan it. It was like a kickoff tournament that we tried to join up late. And then we found out that there's going to be a pro circuit ladder in March of 2008. And we hopped on that. PCL won, and I think we got 4th. And that's when I knew that, hey, this gaming thing could be something. And Envy was born, and the rest of it was get some sponsors and really try to develop what could be.
Yeah, when you made that transition from like athletics to, I guess, esports athletics, like how many hours would you spend practicing? I'm guessing you did online like game battles, qualifiers before you did in-person events. Kind of, what was that transition like for you? Like, was it tough mentally? I'm sure it's challenging physically sitting in a chair that long. Like, how did that go? The
worst, man. I actually was in the worst shape I was ever in my life. Coming from football, I got hurt. I put on a lot of weight. Kid you not, gained like 90 to 100 pounds. So I was just big boy, and I'm a big guy already. So I'm sitting in this chair, just not doing good. But how it made me play a lot, right? Like I fell in love with video games. I fell in love with Call of Duty. And more importantly, just fell in love with winning, right? Like I found a group of good guys that were like, hey, let's just stick together this whole year and see what happens. And that is what happened, right? And then I think in November, so a year later from picking up the game, we played in the national championship against a team called Fear. We ended up getting 2nd there, and that was in Las Vegas. The first time I actually met Sundance. He didn't really give a shit about me, but you know how it is. So.
And he's your business partner now, right?
Yeah. Weird how that happens, man. Very weird.
That's crazy. Yeah. So I did my due diligence. I looked at your Call of Duty pro history. It looked like 2nd place MLG 2008 COD 4.
Yep.
Okay. 2nd place MLG 2009 COD 4.
Yep.
And then 1st place MLG Online Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah. So that was they had a national championship on PlayStation and on Xbox. The Xbox version was that. I think we played Extravagant in the finals. That was like what would become Optic. So that was Rambo. I don't know if Scump was on there. I think it was a Big T, Merc, and I'm not sure who their 4th was at that time. Might have been Sidrock, actually. Old school names.
Very cool. Yeah, I wasn't as much into the Call of Duty MLG scene. I was on the Halo side of that.
That's awesome.
So like I was watching T-Squared and Walshy and the Ogre Twins and all of them.
The legends.
On Halo 2 and Halo 3. That was the heyday of my esports viewership, I think.
Final Boss versus Carvin.
Oh, so good.
Who do you got?
Yep.
Final Boss or Carvin? Were you an original Final Boss fan, or did you?
Final Boss, for sure.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. Had to.
Trying to remember. Straight Rippin', I was a big fan of theirs for a little while. They still have pro players right now, so
yeah,
they survived a while.
Yeah.